Good day, people. What's happening? Hope everyone is doing well. Simpish men. Men who act like simps. For those who don't know what a simp is, let me enlighten you just a little bit of what a simp is and what simps do. A simp, a man who behaves like a simp, is a silly person. A silly man. A man who pretty much has no real backbone. It's almost like a spineless jellyfish. Right? So you have this phenomenon called social media that helps people, stay in contact with each other and connect with each other. But then you have certain individuals who take pride, certain men who take pride in hovering, like they vulture around social media. They vulture around certain profiles. They vulture around, certain profiles of women who they like. To try to see if they have an opportunity to hook up with these women, right? Knowing that, and in many cases, some of these women are in relationships. But the simpish man will try to weasel his way in. Good day, Henry. The simpish man will try to wiggle his way into the scene to try to see where he can fit in. Because this is what, when you have a lot of time on your hands and you're idle, you're really non-productive. You live a certain way where most of your time is spent on the internet, most of your time is spent on social media, most of your time is spent idle. Because if you have all this time on social media to spend, that means you have X amount of time on your hands and nothing to do to spend it in a productive way. So, an idle mind is a devil's playground. And if you're a weak person, if you're a weak individual who has no moral code and don't care about anything but yourself, you're going to use social media as a platform or as an opportunity to try to get with certain people by all means necessary. If you have to disrespect yourself, because what you're doing when you're trying to get with people who are already in relationships, essentially you're disrespecting not only the other person and their relationship, but you're disrespecting yourself. And these same clowns behave like no one will know what's taking place. These same individuals who try to connect with women who they may find attractive. You see, what they do is they look in the posts. They follow the posts of these women. They follow who's on their timeline. They follow who's on their friends list. And they try to see who likes what. And if certain people are not liking it and they have just a small window of opportunity to get in, they're going to jump on that opportunity. And then when the doors get shut, slammed tight in their face, they feel stupid. What they could have done was exercise their time in a more positive way, in a more productive way, and spend it trying to improve their life or improve the lives of their loved ones. No. What they prefer to do is try to break up happy situations. This is what simps do. They try to break up happy situations. They try to paint a certain picture of themselves, to make themselves appear to be in a good light when in essence they're really not. Because if they were in a good light, and again, if they were focused and concentrated on improving their own situation, they wouldn't be wasting their time on social media. And don't let there be a commonality with some type of religious, bond or tie. You have certain people who claim to be in religious circles and religious groups, and they use that as a way to hook up with people. They use that as a method and a chance to get to know other people, but not for the best reasons. They're trying to break up happy homes. They're trying to break up relationships because they don't have it. They are not happy within themselves. There are many men who behave like simps because they are bitter, they are jaded, they are lost. They have no foundation. They have no real support system. They barely know who they are. They barely know themselves. So what they do is they'll try to wreak havoc on others. They'll try to reel others, find someone who's vulnerable, find someone who's in pain, find someone who first is appealing to them, who may be pretty, right? And see if they could wiggle their way, whisper sweet nothings. And God help those who are vulnerable, because they fall right into it. They fall right into it. It's like the prey and predator. Predator and prey. But when you're confident, because it happens all the time, and I'm speaking about actual facts. I'm speaking about actual facts, not from a perspective of a simp, because I don't move like a simp. And those who know me know I don't move like a simp. I don't have the time or energy to stalk people's Facebook profiles, Instagram, Snapchat, social media, and try to holler at people, on a sneak tip, knowing that they already are paired up and in relationships. I have no desire for that. I have no time for that. I don't move that way. But there are people who do that, and who would know you too. They know that you're in a relationship, and the person lets them know, listen, don't you know I'm in a relationship? Don't you know so-and-so who I'm with? They don't care. They're looking for opportunity. This is how simps behave. This is why simps give hard-working men. This is why simps give positive male role models a bad image. This is why they give them a bad image. Some of these simps will take great lengths and this sort of like discourage these women to be with their partners. Will talk bad about their partners. Say, oh no, this person doesn't have it together. Why are you with them? They're ugly. They'll catch an STD and give it to you. They're cheaters. We'll say the most vile, disgusting things to pull you away from them. Because this is what simps do. This is what they do. And some of them will hide behind religion and claim that, they're getting an epiphany, or what some people in certain religious circles call evidence. They're receiving evidence of how, the partner is a cheater and things are not going to work out. And why are you with this person? Because they're so negative. This is what simps do. This is what simpish men, this is how they behave. It's real. Everything out here is not rosy. Everything. That's why I kind of present things in a way that's realistic, that people can feel and people can touch. Because everything is not about a dream state. Everything is not about fantasy island. I try to keep in touch with what's real, what's plausible, what makes sense. And the reality is, not everyone out here is in support of your happiness. That's why sometimes when you live a private life, you garner and attract pure happiness. But when you put your business out there, you got to deal with what comes with it. When you put your business out there, you got to deal, you want all that attention, you got to deal with the good attention that comes back and the negative feedback that comes back. And with a lot of you women out there that like to just, plaster all these pictures of yourselves, You could be in relationships and, you know, you're doing X, Y, and Z. More power to you. But when you have strange stalkers and simps and people who are looking for you, who are trying to, you know, reach out to you, and it's the tension that makes you uncomfortable, you got to understand. You got to understand. You have to shut that down. You have to shut that down because they're out there. Not everyone out here is mentally stable. Not everyone out here has a healthy way of thinking. You have people from all walks of life that's around you. You know, some attention is good, and some are not good. Some attention, but the simpish men, no. All the good men that's out here stand and rise above these characters, these clowns, that all their sole purpose is to serve their selfish needs and bring a whole gender of men down. I mean, to rubble, and they don't even care because it's about serving their own selfish needs. So I'm not team simp. I win. And it's through struggle, through hard work, through suffering, through putting in that time, the dedication, the blood, sweat, and tears, and reaping those benefits through the hard work that you put in, getting your hands dirty, to see the fruits of your labor, to see the fruits, to see, you know, the work, the results of the hard work that you put in come to fruition is what I'm about. I'm not about tearing other people down. I'm not about breaking a happy home. I'm not about doing any of that. You got some jokers out here who do that and hide behind religion talking about they're righteous. I know them too. That's the crazy part. And they think that I don't know. Clowns. In any case, to all the good people out there, the positive, productive, hardworking individuals who don't make excuses, who are not lazy, who always have a goal to reach, okay? And make the efforts to complete and reach those goals. More power to y'all. Everyone else, you could pray for them. But don't waste your energy too much because you have to conserve that energy for yourself to be greater. Peace.